Halloween may be over, but there's still one spooky tradition left to celebrate, and that is the Day of the Dead, or as we like to call it, Dia de los Muertos. Join us as we have a healthy conversation about all the traditions and fangirl over the movie that came before Coco, The Book of Life.
Cool Mates Entertainment presents Not Another Spooky Podcast.
Hey Ghoster Squad, welcome back to Not Another Spooky Podcast, aka your favorite spooky slumber party. I'm Mandy Spooks.
And I'm Rabbit Loves Horror. We're just two lifelong besties keeping the spook alive together all year.
Today we're keeping the spook alive by celebrating Dia de los Muertos and fangirling over the Book of Life. Next week we'll be back with a post-Halloween recap of how we celebrated Halloween weekend, but we didn't want to skip Dia de los Muertos. To set the vibe for this episode, let's get into some slumber party shenanigans. Wow, that was hard to see today. Today's game is Bone, Marry, Slash. If you have to bone, marry, or slash from these characters, what would your lineup be? Your options are Ernesto de la Cruz from Coco, Xibalba from Book of Life, and La Muerte from Book of Life.
Oh, gosh. I'm struggling between marrying and boning. So I'm for sure gonna slash Xibalba. He just didn't do it for me this time around. I did like his design, but I don't know. There's something about him that I just wasn't feeling. I guess I will marry La Muerte. I think she is so fabulous, and I just can't get enough of her. I love her so much. And then I'll bone Ernesto de la Cruz because, I mean, he's so handsome, but he just seems like a bad dude, and I don't know if I could be married to that.
But those are the most fun nights, so...
I know. We have a great night together for sure.
He could serenade you.
It would be great. How about you?
Yeah, basically the exact same, honestly. Xibalba gives, like, old toxic man vibes. But, like, not the same as Ernesto. It's weird. Like, Ernesto's kind of like self-centered narcissist, can't read a room. But Xibalba is, like, actual, like, shady. You know? I don't know how to explain it.
No, that's true. Ernesto has, like, a certain, like, suave to him. Like, he could, like, sweet talk you and make you believe all his lies. But I don't think Xibalba could do that. I think he would just be mean to you.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Ghosters. Today we're keeping the spook alive by celebrating Dia de los Muertos. So it's time to get into the spooky mood for today's main event. Grab your notebooks and pencils because Slash is in session. You've probably seen the bright colors, the skeleton makeup, and the ofrendas covered in candles and pan de muerto, but Dia de los Muertos isn't just a spooky aesthetic, it's a sacred celebration that's been around for thousands of years. Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, is a Mexican holiday celebrated on November 1st and 2nd to honor loved ones who've passed. And while the popularity of Coco has made the celebration more well-known, it was more often perceived as morbid or seen as a day of mourning, but really, it's a vibrant reunion between the living and the dead filled with music, food, and memories. Families build colorful ofrendas, which are altars decorated with photos, candles, sugar skulls, and marigolds, whose scent is said to guide spirits home. The tradition dates back to Indigenous Mesoamerican cultures who saw death as just another part of life, later blending with Catholic All Saints' Day and All Souls' Day. Today, it's celebrated across Mexico and Latin America and even beyond as a beautiful reminder that love never dies. Okay, so we had so much fun with the thought-provoking questions last week. I thought we could just have a little healthy discussion about, death and stuff. So this may or may not be a podcast where we just interview each other now.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Getting to know each other a little bit more 20 years later.
Right? With some really, deep thoughts.
Yes.
So I kind of wanted to start off by addressing at least, the skeleton in the room for me. But I sometimes struggle with doing Hispanic centric content because I don't feel as connected to it as other creators that do it are. And then also I battle with like, you and I both don't look the part sometimes to others. And so I was just curious if you have celebrated Dia de los Muertos.
I like that you brought that up because I feel the exact same way. I mean, I'm just not what you think of when you think of somebody with a Mexican background. Like, I'm a straight up ginger, I have freckles, I had bright orange hair when I was a kid, and I have white, pink skin. So I also feel that kind of distance from it, I guess you can say. I don't know. But yeah, even when you did the Hispanic Heritage Month Instagram thing, I also felt like a little bit weird. I was like, I don't know if I'm Mexican enough, and like all these like thoughts going through my head with that post. I mean, I loved it because it did make me feel validated in a way. But I still also struggle with it because, yeah, I am very white looking and people don't really think of me as Mexican. So, yeah, it is a little struggle to talk about these things because I don't want to look dumb doing it either.
Yeah, no, but I think it's important because I do feel like there are a lot of people like us that feel that way. And I don't know, I've just been contemplating a lot over the last few days because we decided we wanted to do this. And it made me think a lot about our Rosario episode and how we talked about like how we resonated with her kind of like whitewashing herself naturally as she like moved up in her career. And it just kind of made me realize like, I don't know, I struggle because in a way I feel like I connected more with my culture when I moved away. And I'll kind of talk more about that, but it is something that's been heavy on my mind. But I actually met someone else in the community, the Halloween community, and I'm not going to share her name because I don't want to make her feel uncomfortable, but she's also this like really big influencer that I had no idea was Hispanic. And I feel like she also felt this hesitance of like, I don't want to steal or like take away from those who do look the part. And to me, like I told her like, no, but your heritage is important. Like we shouldn't have to hide our heritage just because we don't like visibly show it as much as others do. So in a way, I kind of feel like we're doing something good for those people. And I don't think it takes away from our experience either. Like we can all have different and shared experiences. So have you celebrated Dia de los Muertos?
Yes and no. So
Okay.
no, as in the way, like I haven't had my own ofrenda. I haven't put out the pictures and put out like the offerings and all that. But I mean, I have gone to events. So at Disneyland, they have like the whole Dia de los Muertos going on at the same time, the Halloween stuff. So I have gone to that and have participated in like the little event they have going on at the little Coco area, and just different events out, like the city events. Like this past weekend, I went to the Fall Festival here in Anaheim, and they also had like a Dia de los Muertos section. And I kind of like explored there and hung out there for a little bit, but it's never been like a traditional ofrenda with me putting out. And I don't even know if you say like a prayer for them there. I don't know. It's just, yeah, I haven't done that before. What about you?
So I think I never celebrated when I lived at home, surprisingly. So like my first experience was when I went to college in San Antonio. I did go to a Catholic university and they had this like huge celebration like my freshman year. Like I remember they booked like a conference room and they were making like the abuelita hot chocolate. And they were like, someone had like a guitar and they were playing the music and people were singing. And then some people had like decorated sugar skulls and stuff. And that was like my first experience with it. And I immediately loved it. Like I thought it was so beautiful. And San Antonio is just this like, so it's like there's so much culture in San Antonio. I miss it so much to this day. And so I went to their first Friday for Dia de los Muertos. Oh my God. It was like one of the best experiences of my life. I'll never forget. They had like all of these art pop-ups of like these huge sugar skull heads, like the ones you see in like the Mexico parades and stuff. And so I was just fully immersed in it. Like I feel that was the time I was most connected with it. And ever since then, I would say the same as you. I don't celebrate it in a traditional way, but I do make it a point every year to attend some kind of event about it. And I am like extra conscious or like thinking about my loved ones who have passed. And I think like that's really the spirit of Dia de los Muertos, is to like keep that memory alive. And that's why I love going to Disney too, because every time I go to the Plaza de la Familia, I always fill out like the little card about my grandma and stuff. So not traditional at all, but I think definitely keeping the whole point of it alive.
Yeah, that is interesting you say that, because yes, back at home, like when my grandma was like, she never had like anything, or at least I don't remember her having anything out. So it's just weird that our families didn't really celebrate it, even though they're probably the ones that are closer to that tradition. And I think that just leads into a whole other conversation of maybe they didn't want to bring in the Mexican culture, and, you know, that whole thing of like, you got to present as white to be accepted into American traditional values. I don't know. Maybe that could be what's kind of like what influenced how they celebrate holidays. Because all of my grandparents are from Mexico, so it's just weird that we never celebrated this holiday, which is very strange. Because same thing, I moved out here and it's like a big thing. Like there's festivals. Disney even has it. So yeah, it's weird that we both had the same experience where we left our hometown and we experienced more of this traditional holiday.
Yeah, and I will say, like, the only thing I remember, and I know to this day, I think something that my mom and my aunt do is, like, put the portraits out, but I don't think I've ever seen them, like, actually build an ofrenda. I think maybe my aunt might go to, like, the grave and, oh my God, is that the right thing to call it? Why am I blanking right now? Like where my grandma's at, and like leave the flowers and stuff. Yes, and what was wrong with me? I had a brain fart. I'm nervous. But yeah, I think they kind of just also do it more of like honoring versus like the big celebration we've seen. So yeah, that is like a whole deep dive that we could do. But yeah, I think it's nice and it's important, and in a way we're kind of like building our own traditions and seeing like how it's evolved for those of us that like weren't necessarily exposed to it when we were younger, seeing it, loving it, appreciating it, and kind of like going to events to celebrate versus making the altars. I do want to give like a huge shout out to a creator though. I want to get her name right because she's doing amazing content. And I do like really want people to go check her out because I was like, this is amazing. Like we need more creators doing this kind of stuff. Her name is Pumpkin Queen, and it's a double N at the end. So it's Pumpkin Queenn. And she's doing this whole series of how she's doing like DIY stuff for her ofrenda. And I'm obsessed. And she was one of the creators I did feature in my Hispanic Heritage Month post. So yeah, sorry, I just had to fangirl a little over her because I was like, this is amazing. I wish I could do this kind of stuff.
Yes, I do remember her because I did follow her. Well, I followed everybody that you posted during the heritage thing. And yeah, I think it was her birthday recently, so I gave her like a little happy birthday. But yeah, her page is really cute. All the sugar skulls and her pan. It looks like a bath bomb. Are those bath bombs?
Oh, I don't know. Let me pull it back up.
They look so perfect. Oh, they're made out of clay.
Oh, they're like decorative pan de muertos.
Yeah, they're so cute. Yeah, she has a really cute page.
Yeah, she's awesome. I've been following her for a few years. But yeah, so I was really happy to see she was doing a whole series, especially like this week because everyone's doing such like Halloween centric content. Yeah. So I was like, oh, that's my ghoul. I'm so proud of her. Okay, so this is going to be a bit of like, I guess, a trigger warning for people. Like we are going to talk a lot about death. Over the last 5 years as a creator, I have learned that it is very healthy to talk about death, not fear it, kind of celebrate it. So I thought it would be interesting for us to kind of like talk about what we would like at our ofrendas. Hopefully that's not too weird.
I don't think it's weird. I think it's good to put it out there. And in the future, if you're listening to this and we're no longer here, you know what to bring.
Yeah. If you want us to haunt you, you gotta pay the price. Okay, so the first question is, what would you want at your ofrenda?
Okay, so I saw this question come up, and then I put kind of like sub questions. Like,
I'm down for that.
What treats would you want? What meal would you want? And what beverage would you want at your ofrenda? Which I know you only get like just like the pan and all that, but I guess we can just do a step further and kind of go through what we would want there. For treats, it's going to be really basic. It's going to be a Little Debbie's zebra
Little
cake.
Debbie's. I love how you went the authentic route with this, because I was like, okay, if I was thinking of like home cooked things, but no, go for it. No, go for it. You do you, Rabbit.
Yeah, I just love those things so much. And yeah, they'll definitely get me running over here from the other side to finally have one again. For a meal, 100% flautas, or taquitos. I don't know. Everywhere you go, there's a different name or how they refer to the rolled tacos, but flautas doused in like aguacate and the sour cream and the salsa, just like covered in. Oh my god, so good. And then for a beverage, it's gonna be a 32-ounce big gulp of Coke.
You are so Americanized. I love it.
Michael and I used to have, whenever we used to get ready for Halloween, we would go to the 7-Eleven down the street and get 2 big gulps of he would get Coke Zero, and then I would just regular Coke, and we would drink the whole 32 ounce when we get ready. And looking back, I'm like, wow, that was so unhealthy to be doing.
I don't even know how your bladder handled that, because you were also like in full costume the whole night after drinking that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I did go to the restroom before I put everything on, but yeah, I look back and I'm like, wow, I shouldn't not have been doing that. That was probably bad for my health, but I mean, I'm already dead, so might as well just bring me a full 32 ounce.
I love that.
What are your picks?
Okay, well, starting off, I actually attempted to keep the spook alive on camera today. So this was supposed to be an horchata. Well, it is an horchata, but it's this new brand called Salud. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's all over TikTok. And they're these agua fresca mixers, but they have like healthy, like, what's it called? It has like the electrolytes, but also like immune boosters, I guess, or immunity boosters. But the main reason I got it is because I love horchata so much, and it's 0 sugar. So I was like, well, I want to try them because they're expensive. It was like a box of those little drink mixes, and it was like $10. And I was like, they must be good, right? Spoiler alert, they're not.
That's so funny because yes, I have seen those ads on TikTok constantly to get the little horchata flavor.
Yeah, it's like it has the flavor, but there's something weird about it. Like it tastes watered down, I guess, like watered down horchata, but then like with a weird aftertaste. I don't know. I'm never getting an affiliate code for that. Thank God I tried it because I did want to pitch them because I was like, oh, it's like a Hispanic drink and I love it. And no, unfortunately, not a vibe. The TikTokers are lying to you. But this would be my drink of choice. The real kind, of course. I'm a sucker for it. I never drink sugar, but if there is horchata, I will order it.
I wish I liked horchata more, but I think it's always a hit or miss because I've tried it some places and it just tastes completely different. I don't know. For me, it's like sometimes it's good, and then I try it somewhere else. I'm like, this is just weird tasting, and then I taste it again somewhere else. I'm like, okay, this is good, and then I go somewhere else. I'm like, okay, this is weird also. So
Oh,
it's
that
always
is
a hit
weird.
and miss for me. I don't get it.
What about any other aguas frescas?
Oh yeah, agua de melon. That'd be like that's my
Ooh,
top.
melon.
Oh, I
Okay.
love it so much. That's my favorite one. And then the sandia, of course. But yeah, agua de melon is definitely my favorite. For sure.
Have you had the pistachio one?
Ooh, no, is it good?
It's so good. It's like creamy and it's even like a little like aqua. It's like the color of your background. It is
Oh.
so good. Yeah, it's like the color of your background and it's like creamy. I don't know how they get it that color. I don't actually understand how it looks like that. Dang, now I really want one. Any agua fresca can be put at my ofrenda. We're majorly digressing.
That's funny. No,
Um,
I don't really like pistachio ice cream or anything, so I don't think that would be my choice, my top choice.
Wait till you try it. I don't know. The one thing we learned on this California trip this year was that we have similar taste in food.
That's true. That's true. And I'll try anything once, or I'll take a
Yeah,
sip of
I
your
think
stuff. So
you yes. You'll drink whatever I leave is what we've learned. Yes, next time we're both in El Paso, I will make it a point to bring you agua de pistachio.
deal.
Okay. What was the other one? Treats and meals. Dang, this is so freaking hard. Because like this is such a morbid thing to say, but it's like, well, the food would obviously be my mom's. Like nobody can cook my mom's food except for me. And like hopefully, I mean, I don't want my mom to die, but like theoretically, she shouldn't be around either, you know? So it's like, what would I want? I really should have thought about this. I think tortilla soup is one of my favorite like cozy meals. Flautas are really good too. Because naturally, yes, there's a lot of like junk food I like, but like Mexican food really does always like that's just my comfort food, you know? Um Arroz con pollo,
Ooh.
that's really good too. Yeah. So any of those meals would suffice. And then treats. I have a really bad confession to make.
Uh-oh.
I'm not a
Cool.
big fan of pan dulce.
Really? Why not?
I don't know. I just think like it's hard. It's hard to find good one. At least when you move away from like very Hispanic communities. But in general, it's very hard to find good one. And even when you do find good one, it's like, oh well, I could have one like once a year and be satisfied. So I don't think that would lure me from the grave. I'm trying to think if there's any, you know which ones I do like. It is so bad. I don't even know if you're gonna know, but they're like these butter ones.
Butter.
I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a long white loaf. And it's just like loaded with butter. I don't know what it's called.
A breadstick? From Olive Garden?
No, I'm gonna have to look it up. Mexican pastry with butter. Let's see if something comes up. Butter and sugar. Oh, it is a thing. Okay, my Mexican girlies are gonna know what I'm talking about right now. It's called a rebanada de mantequilla. If you search Mexican pastry with butter and sugar, it's the first, like, not the AI overview, but the first result from Maricruz Avalos kitchen blog. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my God, I would die for one of those right now.
It's called rebanada?
Yeah, R-E-B.
Okay. I see it.
Oh,
So it's just like a slice of toast with some butter, right?
and sugar, apparently.
Butter and sugar.
But it has
does
to be
look good.
like good bread too. So that's like my favorite thing to get when I go home. I usually always get it during Christmas for some reason. That and then like the canastitas with custard in them. You don't know what those are either, do you?
Canastita. I'm Googling it. Say it again?
Mexican. They're like canastitas. I don't know. That's what my
Nah.
mom calls them, but I don't know what they're actually called. Baskets with custard. Some of them are called cream horns. Like they also make like the horns with the cream in them. Um, but then at like the carnicerias, they sell like here's one that I could show you on Facebook. Good old Facebook. This also still looks like not as
It
authentic.
kind of looks like a tart, right?
Yeah, it's like a custard tart filling, and usually it's like a bread little basket around it. I don't know. But it's also the same concept if you do the little cuerno cosas. So it's like the cone with the filling inside of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those two things I would wake up for.
I gotta try them now.
Yeah. Dang, it sounds like we know what we're doing next time we're in town together. We're going to the bakery. And that's it, right? I do feel like there's something missing in your lineup though. Snacks. 'Cause like I'm a salty person, savory. So like
Okay.
even though I love those, I feel like a snack is missing. So
Okay.
mine would definitely be popcorn or chips.
Mm. Oh gosh, this is hard. I think we were having this conversation earlier this week about popcorn and pickles, and so now I'm thinking like, okay, if I had to get a snack, would I want pickle or would I want like a flaming hot Cool Ranch Doritos?
Why not both? I didn't pick just one thing of anything.
Okay,
just
then
a
I'll
drink,
go for
probably.
those two. A pickle and Cool Ranch Doritos.
Interesting. All right. Have you ever had hot Cheetos with pickles?
You know what? No, but my coworker, she got me a pickle that was soaked. I don't know if it was soaked in like just red, like hot sauce, so the pickle came out red, or if it was like a flaming hot pickle.
Oh,
But
that sounds rough.
it was kind of good. I ate it all. I ate all of it, and it stained my fingers. Like my fingers were stained from kind of like when you eat hot Cheetos and your fingers have like red tint. It was like the same thing, but it was pretty good. I don't know where she got it.
It sounds good, but my complaint there is I would miss like the chip texture because okay, so something Mexicans, I don't know if all Latinos do this, but we love to eat popcorn with jalapenos or with pickles, and I have been told my whole life that it's freaking weird. But it's so funny. We just talked about this weekend because I was at the movies and I was showing you my concessions. So I'm used to eating that, obviously, like pickles with popcorn. And I'll never forget one time in college, I had this little friend and he recommended to eat hot Cheetos with the pickle. And we used to like do that in one of our classes. I'll never forget. It was our theology class. And he'd always show up and we'd eat our fucking hot Cheetos with pickle. But it was like that. It was like that same thing as like the popcorn. Like it's something crunchy with the pickle. So I don't know if I would like the pickle just like that. Like I like the pairing of it.
That makes sense. So, okay, so you go to class and you would have like a pickle each, or were they like pickle spears, or like
yeah,
what
we'd
kind of pickle
each
was
have
this?
like a whole pickle. A whole pickle
So
and then like a
funny.
little snack bag of hot Cheetos.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Was it like a
It
big
doesn't get-
class?
A
Or was
big
it like
class? No, my classes were small. I paid for that private shit. So it was like a normal, like almost like a high school classroom. Don't remember what we learned, but I remember I learned how to eat hot Cheetos with pickle.
That's so funny. Nobody ever like complained about the smell of a pickle or anything.
No.
That's just to pop out a pickle in the middle of class.
I don't know. That wasn't a thing in like for you in college. I remember like people loved to eat in our classes. I don't know why. I don't know if
This
it
was
was
just
like
normal.
a private school thing, but yeah, it was like a thing. I don't know.
Interesting. That's so funny.
Yeah, that it doesn't get more Mexa than that, saying I freaking ate hot Cheetos in college class.
For the hot Cheeto girl.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Okay, this is not just a food episode, I promise. This was basically our whole California trip, you guys, just food. Okay, what flowers would you want at your funeral?
That's a hard one. I'm not a big flower person, but I guess I really like sunflowers. Sunflowers are nice. They're happy. I'm not a big roses person, so roses wouldn't. I know it's like a traditional thing to do at funerals is to have roses there, but it just seems so traditional. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with sunflowers. I think that would be so different and kind of balance the sadness of a funeral.
That's funny.
What about
I'm
you?
low-key mad because that's literally my favorite flower.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but also I was thinking, like, I don't know if it is the vibe for funerals, though.
Yeah, it's just so...
Are you thinking, or I couldn't tell? You just, like, stopped.
I'm looking at flowers right now to see what vibe I'd want at my funeral. Definitely not roses. I just don't like roses that much.
Yeah, I am also struggling with this question. Why did we put this on the script? So I think, I don't know. Obviously, anything purple would be fine with me. I think purple and black, like with black roses, with purple like accents, that would be gorgeous. Maybe for my ofrenda sunflowers, but even then it's just not, I'm a vibe, so whatever anyone does when I die, please make it a vibe. Make it aesthetic. That's all I ask. Because even this, like these, I literally bought for Summerween, by the way, never used, and then I was like, oh my god, this whole look came together. But this doesn't feel very authentic to me. Like, to me, you know? Mm-hmm. So I don't know. That's a tough question.
It was. I'm also kind of stumped. But I do love poppies. Was it a pause? Maybe poppies.
I don't even
know. But again,
know.
it's just not... They're just so simple and cute.
I feel like that could maybe work. I feel like red is just your color. You're always drawn to red and orange.
For some reason, I am always drawn to orange. I don't know why.
You're wearing orange right now.
And my phone is orange too.
Yeah, you're an orange person. The way you always used to tell me I'm a purple. You're one of those purple people. You're an orange person. Okay, maybe this one might be easier. What song or songs would you like played?
It's gonna have to be the Killers. I feel like the Killers have been the one band that I kind of attached myself to for the longest time. Even though I don't really listen to their music anymore, I feel, I don't know, a certain connection to the older albums. And I'm blanking on the song. Give me a second. Okay, yeah, When You Were Young. For some reason, that song has stuck with me. I don't know. It just feels so nostalgic to me that I think it's just the vibe for me.
If you go before I do, you cannot have that at your funeral because I will fall apart. I will cause a scene like in the novelas. Like, I will break down if we have to play the Killers when you're gone.
That's so funny because that's when we were like really got close in El Paso, I think. And that was like in my I was in like my Killers phase. Like that's all I listened to. The album would just be on repeat. I even had like the Killers dotted logo at the back of my car, so it just looked like a Killers car. I was so obsessed. But
Yeah.
yeah, and a lot of the songs make me cry, or at least they used to make me cry. I don't really listen to them as much as I used to, so I don't cry that much. But they used to really make me cry.
Yeah, I feel like I think we even like went to the same show separately at some point too. Yeah, anytime I hear the Killers, I do get emotional because it makes me think of you and then I miss you and then I miss how simple life was. So yeah. Menser, you better hope that I don't have to be there because like it will be so bad. Why do you gotta do that to me? This was supposed to be a fun episode and now I'm like emotional. Okay, so for me, it's so funny. There used to be this song called Dream. Okay, I haven't heard it in forever, and I think if I hear it, I will absolutely like fall apart as well. But it's a song from Priscilla on AHN called Dream. And when I was like also a teenager, it used to be like one of those songs that was like popular on like Tumblr and like that era.
Yeah.
And I always used to think like, oh my God, I want this played at my funeral because it's just such a like it says, I had a dream that I could fly from the highest tree. I had a dream. And I like to this day, I can't listen to it because it'll make me cry because it's just like one of those songs that like hits you. But right now, when you said the Killers, I was like, it only seems obvious that it would be Katy Perry. And then my entire funeral dream came together from that.
Oh my God. That actually wasn't my first guess.
What was your guess going to be?
I thought it was going to be like Evanescence or something.
Oh my God, that is like so campy. Please play My Immortal.
That's so funny because the same thing whenever Michael plays Evanescence in his car, I'm like, this reminds me of the old days.
That's
like,
so funny.
It's so funny.
It's funny because like I really miss that music, but I feel like embarrassed to listen to it.
Really?
Because like
it's so
it doesn't,
good.
it just doesn't like it doesn't hold up anymore. Like there's no music similar to it, so it feels like very campy to me. Like dramatic. I don't know how to explain it. Yes, I should listen to it again in the car and see how I feel.
You should, because Michael plays them every once in a while, and I think it's a vibe. I agree, it's very dramatic. But I don't know. It just like strikes a chord in you. You're like, ooh, this is good.
I need to listen to it again. You know who ruined it for me? Rudy, Mr. Spooks.
Oh, really?
He judges everything I like. I'll have to revisit it. But no, okay, back to my plan.
Sorry.
It's okay. So Katy Perry has a song called Daisies, and it's about her daughter Daisy. But that song was the song that inspired me to do the Ghoul Mates originally, because it says, when did we lock our dreams in an attic? And when did we stop believing in magic, basically. And so that song has always meant a lot to me, because it's not one of my favorite Katy Perry songs, but like the lyrics have always resonated with me about like continuing to believe in magic and dreaming. So it would be that song, and the flowers would be daisies. It came together.
It all came together. Well, I learned something new today. I learned that Katy Perry has a daughter named Daisy.
Oh my gosh.
I did not know that.
I try to keep my Katy Perry talk to a minimum because I know you're not a Katy cat no more.
I really didn't know she had kids. Interesting. Okay.
What? You didn't know? Oh my God.
No.
That's why she took a daisy to quotation space, because her daughter, it represented her daughter.
Oh, this is all news to me.
Yeah. You drank the Katy, the haterade for Katy.
I still enjoy her old albums though. Those are really good.
You have to, the new one is good. It is
it?
Like a dance album. It's so good. Okay. And I think that was all we had. I feel like there was another question I wanted to ask, but Okay, I have one last impromptu question for you.
Okay.
How would you like to be celebrated? Like, what would you want done to your body? Like, do you want to be cremated, buried? Is this too dark for you?
No, this is fine.
Also celebrated too. Like, would you want a traditional funeral, a wake, a party? I have a very elaborate plan for myself.
Oh, you have this plan. I don't have any plans at the moment laid out for anybody. So this is just going to be off the cuff, and whatever comes to my mind is what I'm going to say. Definitely cremated, I think.
Oh.
I just don't know what my body's going to be doing out here. Like, it's just going to be laying there forever. This is weird. And donate all my organs. I don't need them anymore. Give them to somebody who can use them.
I heard something crazy about that, though, and I don't know what to do now.
Uh-oh.
I heard that if you do that, sometimes they won't save you because they need the organs.
Okay, well, maybe save me first. If you can.
Yeah, I feel I need to do more research, but I heard that that was a thing. So I don't know. We should probably look into it sooner rather than later.
Yes, because I am a donor right now. It's like on my driver's license.
Mhm.
So that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't.
We gotta
really
go, guys.
Yeah. I gotta go to the DMV now. I'll be right back.
I'm sorry this has been such a morbid episode, you guys.
Yeah, cremated. Give my organs away after you've tried to bring me back to life, just in case. And how would I actually celebrate it? I don't want a lot of religious things happening at my celebration, which I know funerals and all that is not for me. It's for everybody around me to kind of have like that last moment for closure. So it's kind of selfish for me to say, I don't want you to have your closure the way you want to, I guess. I don't know. But that's not the vibe for me. I don't want the rosary said 13 times or however many times they say it. I would want... I'm struggling. This is hard. Hard question.
I know, sorry. I guess me and Rudy are really morbid because we've talked about this before.
Really? No, I've actually never talked about this. A pool party?
A pool party, okay.
If it's in the summer, have a pool party. Bring over flautas. Yeah, just have everybody bring over their swimsuits and have a pool party or something. Don't take it too seriously.
Hard. It's so hard for me to like ride the line between like what is even appropriate to say right now, because I'm like, I'm gonna say it. Do we just throw your like ashes in the pool so we can swim with you?
Keep my remains separate from the... Let everybody have a good time. And then I honestly don't even know what to do with my ashes either, because I don't want my body laying somewhere forever. I feel like it's taking up space. You could do something else with that space. I don't know. Spread my ashes. Not at Disneyland. Don't do that. I guess at the beach. Is that legal? I don't know. Somewhere by the beach, in the ocean, back where we came from.
Interesting.
What about you?
Well, you know, it's funny because I have not revisited this. Actually, me and Rudy talked about this like years ago, so I don't even know how relevant it is. Well, it is still relevant, but we went to Nashville early in our relationship, like in 2017, I think. I don't even remember. And I actually don't talk about this a lot, but I love Nashville. Like, it is one of the places that I would love to live. It's funny this is coming up again after last week because music was a really huge part of my life before I became Mandy Spooks. So like Nashville was just one of those places that I went and I was just like, oh my God, I could die happy here. Like it is so amazing being surrounded by like so many people who love music. It's almost like, you know how like people move to Hollywood to become famous? Well, like musicians move to Nashville. And so like everywhere you go, there's live music and the Johnny Cash Museum is there. And I have this huge obsession with Johnny Cash, and it's a really big thing for me and Rudy. So I told him one time that if I ever die, to take my ashes to Nashville by himself and get extremely wasted and like secretly dump my ashes inside the Johnny Cash Museum. And I know they'll like sweep them and get rid of them, but I'm like, that place just was like holds this like magic for me. And so yeah, I was like get super wasted, like get so like stupid drunk, do that, relive all the places we went to, and then take all the money that's left and move to California and make your dream happen. Like that's his plan.
Oh
I
my
have
God, that
told
is very
him.
morbid. I don't like it.
I know, but I don't know. It's just like I'm one of those like I'm a planner, obviously. And I know he loves me so much that I'm just like, I need to tell you what to do because if not, you're just going to cry the rest of your life. And that is really morbid and I'm so sorry. But yeah, that's how I feel. Like before my surgery too, when I had like the ankle thing, I was like so scared because I had never been put under, like gone through a surgery. And I was literally like, if anything happens and he's like, we're not doing this. And I'm like, we have to, like, you have to talk about these things.
Yeah, I think that's a big difference between you and I is that you're a huge planner and I'm very much go with the flow and when we get there, we'll get there. So that's why it was a struggle for you, for me, when you ask, what plans do I have for other people? I'm like, I don't know. I haven't even thought of that.
I am sorry. Is this too far? Should I cut it all out?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
But that's funny you say that because I would have never thought you're not a planner at all.
With certain things, like, I think when you come and visit, like there has to be a plan. So I'm prepared to help make a plan. But even for an upcoming trip that we have to Mexico, like I don't have concrete plans. And we're there for a whole week. Like we're just going to go and figure it out when we're there. At least that's my idea. I think Menser has some things planned out for each day. Kind of like we could do this or we could do that. But no, we haven't like purchased anything, like any events that we're going to or booked any like little adventures that we're going on. It's very, well, for me, it's very like we're going to get there and we'll figure it out when we're there.
Interesting. I mean, it kind of makes sense for that kind of trip, though, I think. But like in general, I don't see you as like a, and I don't mean this in a bad way because I'm not either. I don't see you as a like spontaneous person. Although I do remember a lot of things we did when we were younger were spontaneous. Like I was remembering we like randomly went to White Sands one day. Remember? And I'm just like, I would never do that anymore. I'd never be like, let's just go here. So yeah, I don't know. Because like you wouldn't just jump on a podcast episode. You'd want to know what we're talking about, wouldn't you?
That's true. Yeah, I guess there are certain things that I would need like a notice to plan my thoughts. But yeah, I think Mentor's more of the planner. He has like his list, he has his calendar, and I'm more like, oh, hey, we should do this today. And he's like, it's not in our plans. I'm like, I know, but we could still do it. We could still fit it in somewhere.
Oh, I love that. I love how organized he is.
No, super, super organized. But he's actually been getting better with my random things that I come up with. And he's like, are you proud of me? It wasn't on the list and I still did it. So I guess there's a little bit of compromise going on here.
That's funny. I love that. I really like that. All right. Do you have any more death questions before we move on?
I think I'm good.
Okay. All right, Goldsters. So, if we're being honest, we know we still want to fangirl over movies with you, but we're still trying to figure out how it fits into this more casual format that we've really been enjoying. So bear with us. We're trying to figure it out. We're always open to feedback. You can leave comments on YouTube, DM us on Instagram, or email me, mandyspooks@gmail.com. But yeah, we really wanted to do a movie because we haven't done one this season, and that was not our intention. We don't want you guys to think like we just completely abandoned movies. And this was the perfect one. I've always wanted to talk about it. So I will let Rabbit do his thing as per usual, like the good old days.
Yes, back to last season, season 2. So this episode, we're gonna not a deep dive, but we're gonna dive a little bit into the Book of Life from 2013, 2014. It has a 77% popcorn meter on Rotten Tomatoes, and the summary is: if you have not seen this movie, in the Mexican town of San Angel, two gods of the underworld, La Muerte and Xibalba, make a wager on which of the two friends, Manolo or Joaquin, will marry their mutual love, Maria. When the trio grows up, Manolo embarks on a journey through the land of the remembered and back to the land of living to prove his love for Maria and fight his chance to be with her. The Book of Life encourages us to celebrate the past while looking forward to the future. So that's a very condensed summary of the movie. There are so many things that happen, and the movie was kind of convoluted in my opinion, but we'll move on to the next section. Is the actors. I was so surprised of all the actors that were in this movie, all the voice actors. I did not expect like half of them. I was expecting a full Hispanic, full Mexican cast, and that's not what's happening. So Manolo,
That's true. That didn't
right?
even occur to me.
It's strange, yeah. So Manolo is kind of like the main character, which he is played by Diego Luna, which he is pretty popular right now. He's the Andor for the Star Wars show, so he's really popular right now. Joaquin is Channing Tatum. What?
I knew that. I always knew that.
Really? I did not know
It's
that. I was
so
like,
obvious.
what is he doing here? I don't get it. And Maria is played by Zoe Saldana, which is kind of cool. And Christina Applegate is in the movie. She's like the tour guide of the museum, and her name is Mary Beth. Ron Perlman plays Xibalba, which is the god of one of the underworlds. Ice Cube is another one of the gods. He's the candle maker. And then our last kind of main character is La Muerte, who is played by Kate del Castillo. I don't know her from anything, so I don't know if you recognize her at all.
I don't.
But there was also some other people, like background characters. So there was like Danny Trejo and I believe Cheech from Cheech and Chong. So, and then there's like another comedian, the fluffy guy, like the bigger fluffy guy. He's also in the movie. So there was cool that there was still like the background characters were like actual Mexican background people. But I'm still thrown off by Channing Tatum. I don't know how he got in this movie.
You know, it's funny because like I've always known it's him, so it was never weird to me. But now that you mentioned that, it's like, okay, this really does show that it was made over 10 years ago now, because now today it would have had a more accurate casting. But yeah, I actually did not know it was Zoe Saldana though, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, after the movie and we saw it was Channing Tatum, we're like, oh, maybe he's like me. He looks white, but he's a little Mexican in him. But no, he's like German and something. I was like, okay, well, I guess, yeah, that was 10 years ago. So that sounds about right.
You know what, though? I mean, I agree. Someone more accurate should have been cast, but he plays the role really well. It's just like this airheaded guy who wants to be tough. And I hate to say that, but you know, like his voice, he does a good job of playing the airhead, unfortunately.
Yes, he definitely has the voice of what that character was portraying, kind of like a very hyper-masculine, kind of douchey a little bit, but I don't know. He definitely played it well. That's for sure.
Yeah. So I'm like, where do we even go from here? We're not supposed to follow our formal format. I guess I wanted to say is just like the whole Coco thing. So I was really salty when Coco came out because like I saw this film when it came out and I really loved it and I still love it to this day. It's just like I think I was drawn to it because of the music, first of all. Like I love how they used like American English songs and then adapted them to like this mariachi style. Oh, I love it so much. And then I fell in love with like the actual story behind it. And then of course I also loved that it was so like Dia de los Muertos centric. Obviously, that's what the whole movie's about. So when Coco came out, I was like really salty about it because it was so popular, and I was like, Book of Life did it first, though. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, I did feel a certain way because yes, obviously I saw this one first. I didn't see it in the movies. I believe I saw it at home, like on DVD or something. I don't know. I don't remember. But it was a while ago. And I remember I did like it a lot. And then I kind of forgot about it. And then I watched Coco. And I don't know. Now that I rewatched this movie, I think Coco did it better. It just felt a little bit more authentic, which I know is not a lot coming from me, but it just felt like, I don't know, like it was telling a more family-centric story, where this one's kind of more like a love story. More like a love story and kind of following your own path, which I also resonated with that part also, where like you're writing your own book. But I don't know, there was just something different about Coco with the grandma and just like putting their family first. And that also really resonated with me because of all the guilt that you come with kind of like not disobeying your family, but not doing what your family wants you to do in a way. So both of these movies made me feel a similar way, but I feel like, I don't know, Coco just felt more authentic. But I did really like that this movie, the way they incorporated the music with the mariachi and with modern music, with like Creep from Radiohead, and kind of like putting that into the mariachi sound was really cool to hear. And I do really like that stuff too, because Moulin Rouge is kind of very similar. It gave me like Moulin Rouge vibes, where they take modern music and kind of incorporate it into this, not old style, but style of the movie. And I really, really enjoyed that aspect of this movie.
Yeah, no, and everything you're saying is fair. And I think I want to state that I don't discredit that Coco is a good movie. I was just salty because it was like Book of Life did Dia de los Muertos 2 first, and now it's popular because of Coco. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
obviously it has like a bigger brand behind it and more money. But I think revisiting it this time, I never had noticed this before, but you're right. I think Coco is more of a traditional representation of Dia de los Muertos versus Book of Life is more for the Mexican Americans like us. Because like I personally really resonated with Maria and how she wants to be one of the guys, and the dad's like, no, you have to act like a lady and we're sending you off because you need to learn how to behave right. And she's always about like wanting to do what's right, and like even with the bull, like she doesn't want Manolo to do that either. So I feel like I resonate a lot more with this movie because I'm more like Maria as far as like independent and wanting, and also Manolo, like I resonate a lot more with the characters in this film because I don't want to say I'm not family oriented, but I've just always had this mindset of like following my own path. And so I think that's why this movie has always meant more to me, because I resonate with like both of the music genres coming together, like, and it's not just a certain type of English song. Like it's a variety from like Radiohead to Mumford and Sons. So it really felt like a fusion of all of the things I loved in music put together in this film. But then also it's like the Twilight girl in me. I was thinking about this and I was like, this is for like millennial Mexican American women because it's also like the Jacob and Edward thing and you have like Manolo and Joaquin and this girl. And so it's just like, I feel like this movie is just like a culmination of everything in my life versus Coco is just like, I respect it and I love hearing the history of it, but it's just unfortunately not the lifestyle that most Mexican Americans live anymore. Like we just said that earlier, we don't celebrate that way.
Yeah, that is very true. Yeah, I guess I didn't think of it that way, where yes, this is more for the American Mexicans because it blends both cultures kind of into one and kind of makes you relate to it a little bit more. Where this, I guess you can say this movie for me felt like, oh, I relate to this and I relate to that. And with Coco, it's more you're watching it, or I was watching it and more learning than relating to it.
But I agree. I just feel like it's more, I feel like you're learning too in this. That's what I was going to say. I feel like you're learning different things because I feel like Book of Life is more about good versus evil than it is about Dia de los Muertos in a way. Because it's like they're wagering between like could love be good and versus bad, like who is she gonna pick, all this. And you're right, Coco is more about the education of the holiday. So it's kind of like, dang, you just ruined it for me.
I'm sorry.
No, you didn't ruin it for me. And there's no way you could ruin it. Like I love it. But yeah, it's not really about Dia de los Muertos. Like Dia de los Muertos is like the outer theme of it. Or like the aesthetic almost.
Yeah.
To tell a story about these kids. But yeah, I mean, that's fair. Coco did Dia de los Muertos better. But I do think Book of Life is more a fusion of like that culture evolving.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Do you have anything else you want to add about the movie?
Nope. I think that's all for now.
Okay, well then, dang, I haven't said this all season. It's time for It's Friggin' Bats. So, I'm scared to ask. On a scale of 1 to 5, how many bats would you give this movie?
So I actually, even though I kind of badmouthed the movie a little bit, I actually really did enjoy The Book of Life. I think second rewatch. I think this is the second time I rewatched or seen it, the movie. But I give it a solid 3 out of 5 bats. I think I will rewatch it again. It's a fun movie. The music was good. I think it's a cool movie to rewatch every year on Dia de los Muertos or around that time. And yeah, I'll definitely rewatch it again. 3 out of 5 bats. What about you?
I don't know if I'm like relieved or upset with you over the 3. Do you rewatch Coco?
No, because it makes me cry. I don't like rewatching things that make me cry.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, I would give The Book of Life 4 freaking bats. I love this film. I'm not a huge rewatcher of movies, but this one I have always loved. And it came like right at the time I needed it. This season, honestly, like it just helped me slow down and relax. I love the music. I love the fusion of all the genres that I've loved my entire life coming together in one movie. I love the love triangle because your ghoul loves drama. And it's just like a nice way of feeling like at home and seen because not all movies have captured that before. And this one is really just like, okay, I feel seen for loving my English music and loving my culture. And I don't know, it's also got some female empowerment in it. So like, what is there not to like about it?
That's fair. 4. That's a good. I accept that score.
Yeah, I know. And I love it so much, but I don't know what's keeping me from giving it a 5, you know?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was kind of the story was a little too convoluted where it was just like too much happening, but it was good. I liked it.
But also, I like the little twist at the end where it's like, oh, the tour guide is La Muerte.
That was really cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I do like about, well, I do and I don't, is that seem like they're in like a toxic relationship. La Muerte and Xibalba. But
Yeah.
you can tell that they still really love each other. And then at the end, they're kind of like, yeah, we did that. So it was cute.
Yeah, it is cute. All right, well, I guess it's time to turn this spooky slumber party into a seance and call upon Menser Van Ghoul.
Feliz Dia de los Muertos, everyone. This last weekend, Rabbit and I watched The Book of Life, which is a movie I haven't seen since it came out in 2014. It was such a beautiful film. It was the first time I learned about Dia de los Muertos, and it was the first time I got to see death not be this gray, dark, scary thing. It was something that was more colorful, more celebrated, just a real look back at it's a part of life, and it was such a beautiful film that I had to draw La Muerte for today's Sinister Sketch. I wanted to draw something that celebrates the very festive day of all that happens every November 2nd. I just thought her design was beyond extra. She was so huge, so beautiful, had so much going on, so many accessories. Her hair was the hair of a drag queen. I was just fascinated with her anytime she was on the screen. So I wanted to really captivate her beauty and the message that she has about this festive holiday.
This is gorgeous. Oh my God. You know what's so funny is I've always dreamed of doing this costume, and I don't know why I didn't mention it last week when we talked about the costumes, but I love that you did it exactly like her with all the candles. That is so many details. That is wild.
This is amazing. I am so, I don't know what to say because it's so perfect. And instead of giving myself credit, I want to give Menser extra credit right now because, like I said, I'm a bad planner compared to both of you. That I brought it up yesterday and I said, oh, we're recording the podcast tomorrow and we have to watch this movie. And he's like, okay. So Menser Van Ghoul only had a couple of hours to put this artwork together, and seeing it all come to life right now is, I don't know, it's amazing. All the details, all the colors just makes it pop, and even the small little skulls are just so cute and perfect that I can't get over it. And I love the hair, obviously.
I want to be super humble and be like, this, I had 14 hours to put this together from when Rabbit's like, we got to watch this movie and you need to make something for tomorrow. So I spent last night just sketching and then, don't tell my boss, but today at work finishing the illustration. It was definitely worth it. It was a lot of detail, but I was so into it.
I'm shocked by what a detailed thing you decided to draw after your time crunch. That is insane. I can't even believe that you did that. So it's also I want to give you kudos because I know personally how much you struggle with giving yourself kudos. And so now this is the second week in a row that I feel like you genuinely can say confidently that you're really proud of what you've done. So I just want to give you a huge snaps for Menser because I love seeing the personal growth in your journey now. It's not just in your art, but seeing you become more confident about it makes my heart so happy. And I just cannot believe you did that. It is so pretty. I'm literally getting teary-eyed from this because after reading your card today and then seeing it, it's just that is insane that you did something like that and that you're so talented. So keep going with it and I'll keep pushing you.
Push me in the right direction. Absolutely. Yeah. And I think for me, I'd come from a really small family. So I think this holiday really wasn't important to me. But just to be super vulnerable right now, I lost my family dog this last year. So I'm really hoping she visits me this week. So I really kind of drew this because I missed her a lot. And I hope that wherever she is, she gets to see this and just knows that I love her. Because I think that's what's beautiful about this holiday is there's not a religious aspect to it. There's not are you a good person? Are you a bad person? It's just who do you remember and how do you remember them? So for me, that's going to be really important this year.
Yeah, and coming full circle, we are literally recording today on October 27th, and I found out that it is Pet Remembrance Day. So you should have drawn your dog. Like, that would have been totally fine. But no, this was really sweet, and it somehow now I'm not gonna be like the credit hog, but I'm gonna be like, that was for me, because it's been like my characters that I love every week.
It's a good one. It's a good one for sure.
Sinister sketch as always, Menser.
Catch you later. Bye.
All right, Ghosters, we hope you had fun at our spooky slumber party.
And remember, keep the spook alive and watch something spooky this weekend.
Until next time, sending you ghouls and kisses. Bye.
Bye.